God, I'll be glad to see the back of 2022. I was glad to see the back of 2021. I didn't think it'd get any worse. November last year, I lost my brother. December this year, I've lost my daughter. So 2021, 2022, I'm glad to see the back of it. It's no wonder there's that much rates of suicides gone through the roof. The government with all this energy crisis and that. What else is to come? What tops it off? They're not going to be able to bury Danielle until January, beginning of January. She died on the 9th, and we can only bury her in January. So that's going into 2023. And psychologically in your mind you're thinking, well, new year, new start. We all think that. But it's awful for anybody to go in your family. I think what makes it worse, so close to Christmas as well, and she's left a 5-year-old behind. Danielle wasn't the easiest person to get on with. She wasn't the nicest person to get on with. But at the end of the day, she was my daughter. Brought her into this world. So, gotta see her out of it. There's a little bit more to this story, which I probably can't, I shouldn't, and I probably won't tell you about it. But I'll put it one way: you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. And it is a true saying. When somebody dies, and it's no matter what, I mean, she's put me through hell and back, she's put her mum through hell and back, and a lot of other people. But in my eyes, you're not there, if you don't like that person, you're not there for them, you're there for your family. And when there's arguments, when there's a funeral and things like that, it doesn't give you a chance to grieve, and it doesn't help your mental health, what people are doing and saying. You just want to let them go in peace. I mean, everyone's got a past, everybody. And yes, she has done a lot of heartache, more than that. But it'd be nice for my family to just forget it for one day and be there for me. So, and for my granddaughter Millie. But what will be will be. It's awkward the way life throws things at you, but at the end of the day you've got to deal with that as you go along. How do you deal with it? I don't know until I'm going along with it. I'm going to ask you a question. If you'd fell out with your brother's or your sister's daughter, would you still be there for your brother or your sister, or your uncle or your auntie, even if you fell out with a member of their family, to support them at the funeral, even though you really hated or you couldn't stand? I know hate's a big word, but if you could not stand, let's put it another way, basically, nobody liked my daughter. A lot of people did not like her. but she was still my daughter at the end of the day. And I've got family who basically didn't like her. They don't want to go to the funeral. But it would have been nice. Would you still go for me? To support me? I'm just finding it hard to get it in my head. Yeah, they don't like her, but it's me who needs their help and support at this moment in time. And it's not helping me mental health. Yeah, she's done some horrible, horrible things. And to me, more than anybody as well, she's done some horrible things. But I've still got to be there for her and Millie. Everyone has a different path in life. What they follow. Some go the wrong way, some go the right way, some still making the minds up which path to take. But isn't that life? What path we take? I just don't want all the grief and the arguments what we've had over these last 4 days. Since the day she died, been nothing but grief. I'm not begging anybody to go to the funeral. If they don't want to go, I understand the reasons why they don't want to go. For Danielle, why they don't want to go. But it'd be nice to see them go for me. But I think now, because they've said what they've said, I don't want them to go. Stay away. I mean, people saying they're an hypocrite if they go. But they're not going for Danielle, they're going for me. To support me. I feel more for Millie, the little one. She's only 5. Later on in life, and she asks us questions about her mum or who went to the funeral. It's not me who's going to be saying I didn't go. And don't get me wrong, if you knew the ins and outs what she was like, I'm not going to go through in depth and why people fell out with her, but there have been some really genuine reasons why they have fell out with her. But that's, people say, well, that's Danielle, and it shouldn't be expected or accepted the way she's been with people. But it's gone now, and she's done a lot worse to people than what anybody can imagine. In work have been absolutely brilliant with me. And I found out the other day, once we got a phone call from one of the HR at work, that a lad in work, he's just lost his daughter. She was only 1 week old. She hasn't had a chance of her life. He's lost his baby, 1 week old. They didn't have a chance in life whatsoever. And what work's done is phoned us up. They call it a jumper day, where basically wear what clothes you want on that day, your jumper, and you pay to wear that jumper. And there's quite a lot of people who work at the place where I work, and they're putting all the money to a charity of our choices, both me and the other lad who's lost his kid. So I've chose Macmillan because they've got to deal with this every day. They know that they're going to somebody who's died or dying, and they do give a lot of support. So that's what I've said. I want my whatever they raise to go towards Macmillan. I'm hoping next year, this time next year, we've moved, we're settled in, we're doing what we're doing, and we're starting our adventure. I know some people have probably put comments on saying what they do and what they think. Don't be nasty with the comments. I appreciate the comments, but don't be putting out nasty. Just report it to YouTube anyway. Just how do you deal with losing someone? Yeah, I know what she's been like, but how do you deal with losing someone? Your daughter, your family, your mum, your dad, but knowing that you've not got that support around you. I don't know how it's taking each day as it comes to see how I cope with it. My only problem is I'm asking people, have I done wrong? Are they wrong? Because I'm so confused with it, thinking why. I understand why to a certain degree, but if it was the other way around, so they lost one of their kids and I didn't get on with that kid, I'd be there for them, because they've lost somebody in their life. I'm gobsmacked, to be honest, if that's what you call it, mesmerised. They don't want to go, don't go. And those who said they're not going, I'd rather them not go now, because of all the heartache they've caused, not giving me a chance to even grieve for my daughter. No matter what she's done to me, she's still my daughter at the end of the day. But all I was going to say is next year. Now, I mean, I wish it was. I know, and I don't mean this sounding nasty. I wish it would have been. The funeral would have been before the new year, but obviously it's not going to be. We're just waiting now. They've told us it's going to be beginning of the year, anywhere between the 2nd of January and the 5th of January, so we're just waiting to find out when it's going to be. I just wish it was that little bit sooner. And I don't mean that to be nasty. I don't want to say it's done and dusted. I don't mean like that. I mean because psychologically in my mind I just want to start a new year. So anyway, it's just thoughts on what people think of if it happened to you. She was, like I said, she was 36 years of age. It's not a life. Well, she did have a life, to be honest, and she dragged everyone along with her. And I'm not being an hypocrite by saying I don't agree with him. I do agree with him. What she's done and what she's said. I mean, people say, oh, I'm not going because I didn't know her, which is family. They didn't know her. Jan didn't know my brother, who died last year, November. But she was there for me. And that got took out of took it the wrong way. Oh, whoever goes, goes. Whoever doesn't go, well, consider yourself deleted out of my life. Like I said, those who said they're not going now, I don't want you to go. So once this is all over with, she's laid to rest, and well into the new year. Like I said in the past about us getting this van and moving into this van and doing more things and going away for a few months a year, it still puts it more in perspective why we're doing it. We're going to enjoy life while we can. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening I should say, and I'll see you all soon on the next one. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you all soon on the next one. Bye for now.